Have you ever been stuck in situationship purgatory? You're spending time together, it feels good, but you're left lying awake at night wondering, is he actually serious about me? Is this going anywhere? Let's be real, that confusion is absolutely exhausting. And you've probably learned that words are cheap. A guy can say all the right things, but we're just seeing where things go can often be a polite placeholder for, I'm not that invested. Well, today we're cutting through the mixed signals for good. We're going to talk about 4 specific, undeniable actions, not just words, that a man will consistently take if he truly sees a future with you. Action 1. He integrates you into his world. This first action is all about him dismantling the walls between his life and the life the two of you are building together. A man who is just passing time will keep you in a comfortable but confined dating bubble. Your time together might consist of scheduled dates, late-night hangs, or isolated weekends. It can feel intense and romantic, but it exists in a vacuum, separate from the rest of his world. When a man is serious, he actively works to pop that bubble. He doesn't see you as a separate part of his life. He starts to see you as a part of him. So, what does this look like in practice? The most telling sign is his introduction of you to his friends and family. This is never an accident. It's a deliberate and significant step. Meeting his close friends is his way of saying, I value your opinion on the person I'm choosing to spend my time with. It's about integrating you into his social circle and seeing how you fit. But it goes even deeper with family. Introducing you to his family is one of the highest indicators of serious intent. That's him welcoming you into the most foundational, often most judgmental, part of his world. He's giving you a glimpse into his roots and signaling to the people who have known him his entire life that you are someone important. He's not hiding you, he's showcasing you. But beyond these big milestones, integration happens in the small, mundane moments of daily life. This is where the authenticity truly shines. Does he invite you to tag along when he needs to go to the hardware store or return a package? Does he suggest you join him and a coworker for a casual Friday drink? Does he want you to be his +1 at his cousin's wedding months in advance? These invitations might seem trivial, but they are incredibly meaningful. They mean he enjoys your company even when there's no fancy dinner or planned entertainment. He wants you to see the uncurated, everyday version of his life, and he wants to be a part of yours in the same way. He's building a shared, normal life, not just a highlight reel of dates. Ultimately, this action matters because it's a nonverbal way of him declaring his intentions. He is essentially saying, I am proud to have you in my life. I am not keeping my options open or keeping you a secret. I want the most important people to me to know you, and I want you to see all the facets of who I am. This level of integration creates a foundation of trust and security. It moves the relationship from a private fantasy into a public, acknowledged reality, which is a cornerstone of any serious, long-term commitment. Action 2. He makes you a priority, not just an option. The second action cuts to the very core of how he values you and the relationship. In the early stages, everyone is necessarily an option as you feel things out. But when a man decides he wants a serious, committed partnership with you, that dynamic must shift. You transition from being a pleasant addition to his life to being a central pillar of it. This isn't about demanding all of his time and attention. It's about the quality and consistency of his effort. A serious man understands that a relationship requires active cultivation, and he steps up to do that work without being asked. This shift manifests in several key ways. First, and most fundamentally, is consistent communication. You are not left in a state of wondering. He texts, he calls, he checks in. The communication has a steady rhythm to it that makes you feel connected, even when you're apart. You don't find yourself staring at your phone for days, dissecting the silence and questioning his interest. Second, he becomes proactive in planning your time together. He doesn't just hit you up on a Friday night to see if you're free. He initiates plans for the coming weekend. He talks about a concert next month or a trip in the summer. This future-oriented planning is a clear signal that he envisions you in his life long term. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, he follows through. His words and his actions are in perfect alignment. If he says he's going to call, he calls. If he makes a plan with you, he shows up, both physically and emotionally. There are no last-minute flaky excuses or a pattern of broken promises. This matters more than almost anything else because it is the very foundation of emotional security. When a man is consistent, proactive, and reliable, he creates a safe space for the relationship to grow. You are not left guessing where you stand because his effort tells you every single day. You feel prioritized and respected. This reliability is the bedrock of trust. It proves that he is not just interested in you when it's convenient for him, but that he is invested in building a shared reality with you, one where you can always count on him. Action 3. He invests in your well-being and growth. The third action moves beyond the mechanics of dating and into the heart of a true partnership. When a man is serious about you, his investment transcends just having a good time together. He becomes genuinely invested in you as a whole person, your happiness, your struggles, your dreams, and your day-to-day life. His focus shifts from, what can this relationship do for me, to how can we support and build each other up? This is where you see the transition from a boyfriend to a true partner. This deep level of care shows up in 3 powerful ways. The first is emotional support. He is your soft place to land after a hard day. He doesn't just offer a platitude. He truly listens, seeks to understand your stress, and offers comfort. Conversely, he is also your biggest cheerleader. He celebrates your victories, whether big or small, with genuine enthusiasm, as if your wins were his own. The second is practical support. This is where love gets tangible. He is the one offering to help you build that new piece of furniture, pick you up from the airport when your flight lands at midnight, or bring you soup when you're sick. He shows up for the unglamorous, unfun tasks because he wants to make your life easier. The third, and incredibly telling sign, is that he remembers the details. He remembers the name of the coworker who was giving you a hard time. He asks about the big presentation you were nervous about, and he notices that you love a certain type of coffee and surprises you with it. Why is this so significant? Because this level of investment is personalized and selfless. It demonstrates that he cares for you, not just the idea of having a girlfriend. He's paying attention to the unique individual you are and is actively participating in your life. This builds a powerful, intimate bond that goes far deeper than surface-level attraction or shared hobbies. It shows he is building a partnership, a true team where you are both committed to each other's well-being and growth, through both the easy times and the challenging ones. Action 4. He has the define the relationship talk. This final action is the ultimate litmus test, the moment of truth where intention meets declaration. While the first 3 actions show you where his heart is, this one is about him having the courage and conviction to put a label on it. A man who is serious about you will not allow the relationship to exist in a state of ambiguous potential indefinitely. He understands that for something to be real and secure, it needs a name and a mutually understood structure. He respects you and what you are building too much to leave it to chance or assumption. This manifests first and foremost in his willingness to initiate the conversation. He doesn't wait for you to nervously broach the subject after months of dating. He is the one who brings it up because he is the one who feels the urgency to solidify what you have. You won't find yourself endlessly analyzing his texts with your friends, wondering, what are we? Because he will make it his business to clarify that for you. And when he does, He is clear and direct. He doesn't hide behind vague, non-committal phrases like, "Let's just see where this goes," or "I'm not seeing anyone else," which are statements of current fact, not future commitment. Instead, he uses the specific language of partnership. He will ask you to be his girlfriend, or he will state that he is committed to you. He uses words that have weight and social understanding because he wants there to be no doubt in your mind about his intentions. Furthermore, this conversation often extends beyond just putting a label on things. A man who is thinking long-term will use this moment, or the conversations that immediately follow, to align on the future. He will want to talk about shared values, life goals, and your visions for the years to come. He's not just checking a box to secure a girlfriend. He is ensuring that you are both fundamentally compatible for the long haul. He is verifying that the life he wants to build is a life you would want to share, and vice versa. This matters because it is the ultimate act of claiming the relationship and providing emotional security. A man who wants a serious relationship won't leave you in limbo. He understands that ambiguity is a breeding ground for anxiety and distrust. By having the define the relationship talk, he is doing more than just making it official. He is building a container of safety and clarity around your connection. He is making a conscious choice to be with you and him alone, and he is giving you the language and the confidence to call him your partner. This decisive step transforms a situationship into a relationship, setting the foundation for everything that follows.